Hello, friends. I'm Carly. Have you ever gotten news that seemed like there was no way it could be true? Even if you wanted to believe it, it seems almost impossible. One time, my friend who's a gymnast told me she could flip 3 times in the air. I just couldn't believe it. I once saw someone do 2 flips, but never 3. How could she stay so high for so long? She told me to meet after school to see it. Even though it was hard to believe, I was hoping it was true. But let's pause there, because first I need to tell you about something amazing that happens in today's Bible story. Thomas heard something unbelievable. Jesus was risen. The other disciples had seen Jesus and came back to tell Thomas about it. He was shocked and said, "No way. How can that be?" Thomas needed evidence for himself. He was hoping that this was true. How do I know? He stayed around. He didn't run away when the disciples told him the news or dismissed their story. He just said he needed to see it too. 8 days later, all of the disciples were together, and Jesus showed up again. Thomas saw Jesus for himself and knew the story was true. Thomas stayed hoping the news was true, and God brought him the evidence he was seeking. Sometimes in church, I have heard people call Thomas Doubting Thomas because he didn't believe the disciples right away. But I'm going to call him Hoping Thomas because he hoped he would see what he was told, and he stuck around long enough to see for himself. His hope put him in a place to see the risen Jesus. That's something to celebrate. Oh yeah, remember when I just couldn't believe that my friend could flip 3 times in a row? Instead of not believing her, I went to the gym after school to meet her. She flipped in the air so high, once, twice, 3 times. I screamed and cheered. I am so glad I got to see something I thought was impossible. Friends, sometimes hope is staying around long enough to see new evidence of Jesus' presence. Jesus will come and help us understand his love in new ways. It's okay to have questions, but stick around to see for yourself. You might just experience the unbelievable. Now, it's time for you to wonder.